You know, ever since that time I was chilling with this crippled man named Dave, something really changed about me. Almost like my childlike self came back to me after we sang 3 songs together. God, oh God, thank you for making me meet up with this man. Dave was truly an amazing man. While we were literally ascending into a vibe zone of our own, I noticed something very otherworldly, like I was zooming out of my own universe. I felt happy and forgot about all my problems. I even forgot about my dad's death and my mom's suicide. But I'd rather not remind myself about that. The point is, I felt very happy, and it reminded me of what my dad would say to me when I was young. For every star is every world. For every world is possible life. Life that you could maybe discover in the new generation that you have grown up in, son. God, his voice and his warm feeling always made me happy. I really miss you, Dad. I really do. But I always gotta remind myself when I get sad, the thing that Melissa said to me. Demons are hate, but I am one of a kind. For you and I, together forever in this time. God, she's so amazing. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me with her. Oh snap, I got off track of what I was saying. Apologies to myself or anyone who's reading this when I'm dead. Anyways, I felt this ethereal and otherworldly calm feeling. I questioned Dave what that feeling was, and he explained that it is a leftover bit of his powers when he was in a world called the Void. He even said he put it to good use? Good use? I questioned him. He said he'd rather not speak about it, and I laid off his personal business. But then, a few hours later of us hanging out, he then told me everything about his experience with the Void, from top to bottom. I felt so sorry for him, and I felt glad that he changed. Basically, if you want the summary, I'll put it in the basic way. He used to be super evil, experimenting on beings, humans like me, and gods even, and fighting with this being named Expunged. Expunged? We humans thought he was just a little myth created by Egyptians. No, he was real. My heart started to pound a little faster, knowing he's out there somewhere. But Dave told me not to worry about it, as he's in another dimension that cannot reach us. I was relieved. The point is, I felt sorry, and I'm glad he decided to choose the life that he has now. I don't understand how anyone could hate Dave. You'd have to meet him to understand. Seriously. Anyways, we continued to hang out for a little longer before me and Melissa began to leave, as it was around 1 a.m., not realizing the time. I'm writing this in a journal, so I will never forget the experiences I have like this. I'm glad I found this journal while cleaning out my home, though this 3D world thought is really haunting me, like a ghost inside of a haunted house. I might not be able to comprehend this thought, but I'll try my best. Thank God I got this off my mind. August Everest. So, it's been a week since my last entry, and the thought of that 3D world has been on my mind for a while. Hearing that story from Dave, of what he went through, that being known as Expunged, that whole other dimension of him, and other life existing in. I know Dave told me not to be worried about that kind of stuff, and believe me, I'm trying to, but something about it just stays stalking in my mind, like it's a thought that won't leave, and if I'm being honest, it kind of scares me a little, and I really don't know how to express it any other way. It's just that something keeps me awake at night. I tried talking to Melissa about it several times, hoping that she would have some advice for me, or at least at the end of all of it, understand what was happening, though she told me not to worry about it or remember it too much like all the other rap battles I had before this. And much like Dave, I tried to listen to her, but I don't know. I promise I'm not obsessing over this. If anything, I'm trying to do the opposite of all of this. But every time when I think about just getting that opportunity to explore other worlds and meeting new people, to make new memories, I'll be able to remember it forever. It just keeps coming back. I High Road. It was scary earlier, but honestly, it feels like a frustrating curiosity. Even when people tell me not to think too much about this stuff, I just keep coming back to it even if I tell myself not to. It feels like I'm going insane with it, and I needed to get it out of me somehow. Eventually, though, an idea dawned upon me. Maybe I should go tell Dave about all of this, since he more than likely knew so. It's just a matter of will he be able to open up to us about what he's seen with his own eyes. That will decide whether I get the answers to this burning curiosity or not. Though I do think I know one thing for certain. If I get the chance to explore this 3D world and see all the different people there, I'll try to make the most out of it. Maybe some rough patches or frightening encounters happen. But hey, that what makes the adventurer's story great, right? Exploring the unknown and coming back to tell the tale? Man, I can't wait to finally be able to know the truth soon enough. August Everest.